welcome to another episode of Get the Food Out of Here. Freddie Rubino here, my wife Christine.
Hey everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving, a toast with a little bourbon. The holidays was made for whiskey and bourbon and scotch and rye. That's how I see it. Now, Thanksgiving, you're cooking all kinds of things. You're cooking this for 2 hours, this for an hour and a half, this for 4 hours. Everybody likes to have courses, right, Christine?
Absolutely.
How about some intercourses?
No.
No. Okay, I tried. Anyway, the first course, a beautiful way to celebrate is with soup. Now, I know what you say. What do I got, 8 hours to make soup? We're going to show you a 5-minute soup. 5-minute soup.
And this is a course that doesn't fill you up.
Doesn't fill you up. You can make it all winter. I'm telling you 5 minutes. It's pumpkin soup. Who doesn't like pumpkin?
I don't know anybody.
You don't know anybody, right? Even Charlie Brown, the great pumpkin. This is great pumpkin. Okay? It's going to be special. This is going to be very special. So pay attention. Okay, first thing you take is a shallot.
That's a very big shallot.
Why, thank you, honey.
You use a small shallot. This one we're going to have half because it's very large.
Honey, I don't come with small shallots. You know what I'm saying. That's a half a shallot.
Okay.
Okay?
It's got to be chopped real fine. You don't want big chunks in your creamy soup.
Nobody likes that, right? Okay, I'm going to cut this small. Not small, fine. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
So look what I do. Look. I go like that. I go twice, look. Twice. Yeah. And then one of these, a little of that. I don't want any of that. Some of that. Get your finger out of the way. And now, how's that?
That's the best you're going to do.
No. I asked you a question. How's that?
That's the best you're going to do.
But the people at home are trying to learn. Is that small enough?
It could be a little smaller.
You thought that, right? I get that all the time. You know, it could be a little smaller. No. Okay, look. Look what I'm going to do with it. Look at that. That's fine. You're right. It's not onion soup. You don't want a big chunk of onion, right?
Right.
Or shallots. So we're putting this on. A little bit. Now you put a little bit of olive oil. I said a tablespoon, you said less.
A little less. Just a little splash.
Like this?
That's it.
Some splash on the oven.
Really?
What?
Why am I not surprised?
Honey, I'm a splasher from way back. Okay, now we put this in. You know why I hate this cutting board? Tell me why I hate the cutting board.
I don't know.
Because look what happens to the cutting board.
Well, you're a dope. You don't know how to handle it.
No. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Yeah, that was hard, what you just did. Why don't you wipe up the spill before it gets all disgusting on my oven?
Honey, you know I'm messy. I'm like messy Jessie. Okay, now, you put this, you don't have to cook this long. About a minute.
You just want it to get soft. You don't want it to have color.
It's the only time you need it to be soft. Okay?
Please stop.
Otherwise you get crunchy shallots. Okay, that's done. 1 minute. You're sweating them. Could I say sweating them?
If you must.
I will. Now you put the pumpkin in. I'm going to show you the can in a minute.
It's not pumpkin pie filling. It's 100% pure pumpkin.
100%, not 50 cents. Okay. I'm going to show them the can. 100% pure pumpkin.
You're showing them the side of the can.
Well, I had to read it. Okay? This is sweating. Look how beautiful that looks. Look. See the olive oil, how nice it is? You see that little piece of skin? Onion skin?
Why is it onion skin?
I don't know.
I know.
The pilgrims. Them damn pilgrims. Okay. So this we're going to just cook for a minute.
I think it's done. Put the pumpkin in.
Definitely done. I'm gonna put the pumpkin in there. Look.
It's 1 can. Tell them how many ounces when you finish.
I will.
This serves about 4, this recipe.
Right. If you have more than that, now don't forget it serves 4. But for Thanksgiving, a lot of times you give a little soup. You don't give a lot.
Yeah, you're not going to eat a big bowl. It's just an appetizer.
Right. Exactly. I know you got your mousse de femme. Look at it.
You just want to cook it for a minute to get the raw taste out.
Right. But you see how I mixed it?
Mm-hmm.
Look how beautiful that is. Okay.
Now you got to put the oven back on because now it's not. Now you got to turn it off and put it back on.
Manage this oven. Okay. Manage this oven. How many ounces is it? It is 15 ounces. Does that say 15 ounces?
Yes.
Well, not 12, not 16, 15. Already I'm leery. Okay, this cooks. What did we say, about a minute?
Yeah, just to get the raw flavor out.
Now chicken broth.
You could use vegetable broth if you're doing vegetarian.
But I can tell you right now, if you're doing keto, chicken broth is the way to go. Now, if you're doing keto, a bowl of this soup
is about 8 to 10.
We said 6.
8 to 10.
You lied to me. Whenever I'm on keto, you lie to me. Yeah, you can have this. It's 5 to 6. 1.5 cups of chicken broth. Okay?
Oh, my word.
Oh, my God. Okay, this goes in. Again, 1 minute. I'm going to mix it up.
Look at you mixing.
Oh,
And splashing it all over the...
Oh
my God. I'm going to kill you. You're dead.
Be quiet. That was an accident, honey.
Everything you do is an accident, apparently. It's dripping all the way down on the glass.
Don't worry, Trixie the maid will get it. Okay, now 1.5 cups of heavy cream. First of all, this has got to come back to a little simmer. Simmer down now. 1.5 cups of heavy cream. This makes it so smooth. So smooth. Okay, I'm putting it in. And there you have it. We only have like 1 or 2 other things.
Let's see it.
I'll show it to you. That's pumpkin soup.
Oh, it's velvety.
Oh, it's velvet. Velvet.
Let it come to a boil.
Yes.
And then put it back to a simmer.
Bring it to a boil quick. All you people who are lucky enough to have a gas stove.
Because you want to make the cream thicken a tiny bit.
A couple of turns of pepper.
Yeah, to taste. A little salt to taste.
A little salt. Pinches. Nothing big. And then, you see thyme? I want to show you how much of thyme we're putting in. I'm putting in my thyme. Look.
That's it, a tiny pinch.
That's it. That's a pinch of thyme.
You just want a kiss of thyme.
Mwah. I know what you're saying, honey. You're coming on to me, right? A little kiss of thyme?
No.
Huh?
No.
A little intercourse?
I have a book to read tonight.
All right. Any excuse is good, I guess. So, we're going to bring this to a small simmer. And then it's done. It's really done now. Cook it anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. It doesn't matter.
You could cook this the night before Thanksgiving and just heat it up.
That's true.
I make batches of this and I freeze it. And then I heat it up for dinner.
And it heats up perfect.
Yes.
You couldn't tell. Could you tell?
I can't tell because I made it.
Now, here we go with a little extra that makes this very, very special. I want you guys to pay attention. I got this on. It's going to happen very soon.
You might have to turn it off and start it again.
No, it looks like it's going fine.
Okay.
Okay. We have
pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds. I was going to say pumpkin seeds.
It took a while.
I know, but it was going to be said. Pumpkin seeds, about a half a cup. You can't make too many.
They're shelled and they're salted. If yours are not salted, you add more salt to them.
Half a cup. Now, what we're adding to this is...
They're also roasted and salted. That's the way we bought them. If you're going to use the ones out of the pumpkin that you have from a fresh pumpkin, you have to roast them yourself.
A teaspoon, half a tablespoon of olive oil.
Half a teaspoon of olive oil.
I think it's a half a tablespoon.
Half of a tablespoon. That's a teaspoon. Isn't it?
This is a tablespoon. This is a half a tablespoon. This is a teaspoon.
Okay.
Manaja again, okay? Olive oil. Look, you put it right in here. Try and distribute it because it's easier to mix. Am I not correct, Christine?
Yes, I really wish you'd continue one thing at a time.
I know, but you gotta stir this.
You don't have to stir it.
Okay, now what we have to add are a few very major ingredients. Number one,
That's last.
honey. No, it's not.
That's last.
You see, it doesn't matter. Anyway, quarter of a teaspoon of, time almost snuck in there, ground cayenne pepper. If you want to go a little light on it, go ahead, but that's it. And look how I put it in. Look.
You put it in so that it takes you the longest
No,
amount of time.
no. Look.
It
You
doesn't.
have to do it like this.
You do not.
You do.
You do not.
Otherwise, it doesn't mix well.
Bull. Bull.
What? Okay. Nutmeg.
Why do you seem so confused?
Nutmeg. Huh? I don't know. Everything's quarter teaspoon of nutmeg.
A sprinkling for a half hour.
Cinnamon. Ground cinnamon. Quarter teaspoon. We're almost out of cinnamon. Let me just say that. And then, for my next number, a whole tablespoon of honey.
And like I said, if your seeds are not salted, put some salt in it.
Right.
We have salted already.
Look at that. Nothing like honey, huh? They say it's very healthy.
Where's the thing to scrape it out?
Oh, I got it.
No, because you used the wrong tool for the soup. That's what you did.
I beg to differ. Okay, look. Keep your mouth shut, all right? It's Thanksgiving. Nice. Okay, this is just, and now you're going to mix it. You're going to mix it very well because it all has to even out. It's got to all, this has got to be mixed for like 2 minutes.
No, it doesn't.
We're not going to do it, but it's got to be mixed for 2 minutes.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Believe me.
People know how to mix things.
They don't. You don't. Okay, now we get foil pan. A little pan. Pan. Love that pan.
Because it gets a little sticky from the honey.
It does, honey. Gets sticky. Your honey gets sticky, then you're doing it right. And you know that. Okay.
Flatten it out a bit.
I'm going to flatten it out a bit. Okay, just flatten it out a bit. Then you put it in a 350 oven for 7 to 10 minutes.
Keep an eye on it so it don't burn.
They can burn, especially the honey. You know, the honey, look, that's all it is. 350 oven, 7 to 10 minutes. And this is how it comes out. Look, it's almost like
Bark.
peanut brittle, I was going to say.
That's a good snack, too.
You can make peanuts like this. You can make cashews like this. But if you make extra and just put this out, believe me, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Okay, I'm going to serve the soup and put this on it. Okay? Now, don't forget, the soup took 5 minutes. Now, of course, if you just want to make the soup, then just make the soup. But we like to make things special. Am I right, Christine?
Yeah. It
Look
gives
how
it,
velvety smooth that.
it gives it a little flair.
Now I'm going to just put some of this on. Oh, that just dropped there. But that's okay. I like to... Ooh. That just adds a little texture, and believe it or not, all those seasonings you put on it, they matter. Now, before I eat this,
I can't believe you went for a spoon in that drawer.
That's from Brooklyn. That's where the thing was. 4 years ago. I'm still crazy. Let me just say that the holidays, and any time, when we do the show, we make sure we do it live. So you could see how easy it is to do. You could see, this guy can do it. Any jumbroni can do it, right?
Yeah, because he can't do anything right.
I'm in the middle of saying a nice holiday thing. Making special dishes like the ones we show you all the time transfers down to your family. And what happens is your son, your daughter, when they're 65, 70 years old, are going to remember. They're going to remember special food, and they're going to think of you when they eat it. And I'm not saying it so that you know you're remembered after you're gone. You're gone, you're gone. Nobody's coming back. But this is a way to comfort your children long after you're gone with beautiful, special food that they eat, and they're comforted. They remember the old days. And that's why food and the holidays. Look at that. That is a beautiful soup. That is magnificent. You know what happens after Thanksgiving? We keep on telling them, make it again. January, my birthday, for Valentine, make it, because it's so good. So please, make these little special things for your family. You're doing them a favor. You're comforting them for the rest of their life. Christine, happy Thanksgiving. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Stop yelling at me.
I can't.
I love you so much, and I want you to clean stuff. And I want everybody to have a beautiful Thanksgiving. Get the food out of here. Shirts, some of the money gets donated to Operation Smile. Get the food out of here on Facebook. See the stuffing recipe, the soups, the side dishes. I have a lot of Thanksgiving stuff. We love you guys. Christine, you love them?
Certainly do.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Please share this on all the food sites. Special